Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn one more widgets. It's called ListView. ListView is the most important part of any mobile application because you see in all the applications we have a scrolling items. So if you want by default a scrolling item and you want to display those items in the form of listing, then you require ListView. So it's the same program that we have by default in Flutter. If you create a new program, you have this program by default by the Flutter. What we have here, we have an app class that is stateless. In this class, we have one function only build, because in stateless widgets, we have read in the last video that we have only build function as a lifecycle. And here we have a material app. Here we are passing title, we are passing the mode, the system mode, whatever the system decide. It may be dark mode, it may be your white mode. And then dark mode theme we have it written here, the setting for dark mode that I have explained in previous video also. Then we have a normal mode here. We have a elevated button theme, means if you will create any elevated button, this theme will be assigned to that button by default. Then we have a class is called stateful, because in stateful class we can create our own variables that we can change on runtime. So this is the class. Here we have a value that we pass as a title, and under this class we only have the final variables like this, because we are creating here the constant constructor. So that's why we have to pass here constant value. But we have another class that is linked with this stateful widget class, that is called state class. We are creating a stateful class for this class that is called my home page state, and we are passing the value of this. So this is the fundamental way in a Flutter to work. And this is the scaffold. Scaffold is the root of all widgets that have app bar also, and we have a different setting in app bar that we have read in last videos also. I have explained in detail about scaffold. So under the scaffold we have a body property. Under this body property we have to pass over widgets. So here I am going to explain how you can display information in listing. So directly you can also pass here list view, but better to use padding. So I'm using here padding, and under the padding I say ages dot all, and we are setting the 10 for it, and just we are creating a child for this padding. So once again I put comma here and I say child of this is list view. So list view I'm taking here, remember that. Now in the list view we have a children property, that is the array. So under this array we can pass the multiple item that you want to display in a list. So that is simply we have a text. You can put anything, but in a simple way I am displaying here item list item 1 like this. Now you can make copy of this, same copy multiple time. I can copy this. So I say copy and paste here, then paste here, then paste here. So these are 4 items. One more item I can take here, and I can put 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, and 5. You see? So these are the number of items that I want to display. Remember that. Just for example, I am explaining here how to use text widget, but in place of text you can use card also, you can use container also, you can take another also, whatever widgets you want to display. Now if I run this application, I have to select the emulator first, then click here. It will take a little bit of time, and you will see that the list of item will display in a list. So you see it is running now, and you see list of item we have here, list 1, list 2, list 3, list 4. So this listing, you see it's showing in a small color. We can increase the size also. For that I can use a style, and under the style we say text style, and here I say font size. Font size is 20. Then just save this, it increasing, and I can set font size is 40. You see, and same property just I copy paste here. You see, just Control S and automatically you will see the list of item we are displaying here. So it's very simple. If you want to display a list in a constant way, here I know how many list item I want to add here, and remember that automatically it will show scrolling also if list of item goes outside of the screen. You see that in list view so far we are using only constant widget to display, but if you have more item 1000, 100, 200, so how you can display those items in this? For that, suppose we have an array. So I create here the list. So I say here a list of string and name is items equal to, I say, list dot generate. Suppose I want 30 item to be generated here, and here we have a function. In this function I have you can say index, so I say index, and here I have the information that I want to display here. So that would be one item, means this item I want to display there. So I just make a copy of this and I paste this here, and I say return, but this is a string, not a text box. So what I do, I can display text also one by one, or so I just change here, I say text I want to return, no problem, and here I can pass text. This is the one that I want to return, and here also. Okay, so that list of item, and this should be the index because I want to display 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it's a list item 1, list item 2, list item 3 will come, and this is the item that I want to return. So this list or generate function, we have generated the list here, and this is by default list. We have a 30 element here, and remember that all the setting which we have done here in here, every time it returning a one text visit. So this I have to set. I have a multiple ways to do this. If this list is not generated, we have a simple array or simple listing. I will show that. Then I can use for each, and I can use map function also. But if this list is generated like this, so directly I can pass here. So I remove this, and here I pass items dot to list. So this is the listing that I am passing here in this, and if I run this once again, Control S, and you will see that list of item I have here, and this is automatically 0 to 29. Why? Because I have completed all the task here, and directly I'm passing the list here. So this is the one way to do this by using list items. But suppose that this list item which you are generating here, suppose it have only value. So I make it comment first. Now I take one more list, I say list, but this time I have the string here, and I say items equal to, and here I say item 1, I say item 2, I say item 3, then I say item 4, means I have the value here in the list. This value I want to display here in the list view. For that I have two ways. First way, by using for each. For that, for each, what I have to do, so first of all I create a list of visits as a empty. Now you see that I have created the list here, I have created the visit list also that I have to display. Now I have to override a method init state. So I say init state like this. This method we need to override to initialize the value that we required. Under this I say items dot for each. Remember that we have to initialize in this init state, because before the constructor execute, it will initialize the value in this item. So here I have like this the function. This is my arrow function or anonymous function you can say, and here we have a item, and here I need to add. So I say list of item dot add. Under this I have to add the text visits, and here I pass the item and also pass a style. I say text style, and here I say font size should be 50 this time, and you see we are just inserting this, and it's a just a warning, and we do this, and this is we remove this. This I have to close this one like this. So you see one by one all the item which is available here I have inserted in this list of items, and this list of item I have to use here, list of items dot to list. Now we are passing the items by using for each. If I run it once again, and nothing is coming because okay, and I have to remove this, I think. Once again I have to save this. Nothing is coming. Once again I have to restart this. You see these items are coming now. Item 1 2 3 4. just for restarting. Everything is coming now. Fine. So I need for each also here, and we have list of item this. Remember that this task is not so good and it hectic also. So I can make comment of this also, but I am just showing you for your knowledge purpose that you can use for each also. You can use simple for also. Just you need to create a extra list for visits. But if you have a simple this kind of you can say list or array, then you can use directly here map also. So I say items dot map. Inside a map, I just pass the function here, and here again we will have the item. And then I have here text visits. Here I pass item. Here I pass the same style. I say text style, and here I pass font size 50, and this is I say to list here that I have to pass, and we need to make a return statement also here. Okay, so one item at a time text field I am returning from here, and this is the semicolon also, and all the information will build here in a list, and we are converting this into list, and this will be also run, and I increase the value so that you can understand that yeah, one item is inserted. So I say item 5. Save this, and once I save, and you will see that one more item. So I say restart once again. You see, fifth element is also coming. So in a list example, a list visit example, I have explained you that if you have a list or generate method, directly you can generate your list. You can use for each also to generate your list, but for each you require init state function to initialize the value before loading to the constructor. And if you have use the map function, then directly you can pass your list here. So these are the 3-4 methods to create your list. Otherwise you can create your static list here. But one more thing, if you are not familiar with arrays and you don't want to use these kind of functions, map for each, then we have another way for creating a list, that is called list.builder, list.separated. These are the named constructor. Here this list which I am using here, it's a by default constructor of a list class, but we have a separate 3 or 4 constructors, like we have builder, we have a separated, we have a custom. So other named constructor is also available. What is named constructor? I have explained in my Dart video. You can go there also to understand Dart for Flutter. So this is list view, simple list view that you can create. But if you want mastery and you want memory optimization things, because this is not a memory optimization, if we have thousands of items here, then it will occupies lots of memory. But if you want memory optimization things, then you have to use listview.builder or listview.separated. How to use that I will explain in the next video. So that's all here. Thank you for watching this.